The stream is live. Alright. Okay. So. Is everybody here? Ready to go?
Oh, Wick, I have to DM you something. I can just say this out loud. I forgot to say it between sessions because I forgot it was a fucking thing. I have the spell storing item now that we're level 11.
Uh-huh.
So I'm putting all of the slots for that is going to be absorb elements.
Okay.
It's a level 1 or 2 artificer spell, so
Okay.
I have 10 charges of
Absorb elements is-
elements. It still counts as an action. It uses my +5 modifier. It just doesn't take a spell slot.
I think absorb elements is a reaction.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
It uses the spell basically. It just doesn't use a spell slot. So
Yeah. Okay. Balanced class. Is everybody here? Check in. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. 10.
I mean,
Wick just sounds nervous, like he's gonna kill.
No,
all of
I'm
us
cold.
Right now.
No, I'm just really cold.
About to be cold-blooded, yeah.
No, I think the medicine that I take for my Hashimoto's disease is not doing its job currently. So I'm having weird like body temperature fluctuations and energy swings and mood swings and stuff like that. It's been fun. A lot of fun. But anyway.
Masaharu Morimoto.
Well, let's not get into it.
All right. So last time we played, the group, tracked down the source of the infection within the forest. Made your way to the center of the infection and found the cave mouth in the pond of miasma that Hephaestus deemed it. You all made your way after a painstaking process to get across a little bit of goo. You all made your way down the tunnels and into this underground cavern where these pillars of roots are rising from floor to ceiling, and this almost like starry crystally purple liquid is covering parts of the ground here, and is being absorbed by these root pillars and being sent to the surface above. After some combat with a herd of animals, seemingly undead animals, you all cleared them out, made your way through the cavern, coming across a door with the visages of various animals on the door frame. You all managed to unlock the door using one of your shards, and before being able to push into the room, a terrifying screeching roar echoes out from the chamber, and this dragon, for all intents and purposes, dragon-looking being, pulls itself out of one of the pools on the ground, and comes to full height, standing about 20 feet tall. It's about 40 feet from wingtip to wingtip, and it lets out this horrendous scream at you all. Who here speaks Draconic? Anybody?
Not anymore.
Okay.
I don't think so.
Hold on, I don't think I do either, but let me look. I gotta wait for my fucking computer to wake up.
Franz should.
No, I don't.
No, I speak Infernal.
Oh,
Yeah,
I thought,
he's
you,
not-
Your shard should speak Draconic.
thought you were Dragonborn. Sorry, my bad.
Yeah, I used to. I don't anymore.
Okay. As the screeching roar is let out, it sort of warbles and undulates. Ibisu Franz sends you a feeling into your head of like, the sensation tells you that you need, or that it wants you to shut the door.
I think I still have comp languages on, actually.
So so comprehend languages is only for things that you read.
No, it's verbal as well.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I thought you had to be touching it.
For the duration, you understand the literal meaning of any spoken language that you hear, any written language
okay.
that you see. But for the written thing, you have to be touching the surface that it's written on.
Okay.
That's what you're thinking about, yeah?
Yeah, I just thought for some reason I thought it was just tongues was the only spell that let you.
Gotcha. It's right there.
Yeah, no, you're good. Okay, yeah, so you understand it too. The literal meaning of the draconic that's coming out of this entity is you must shut the door.
Do it.
As the door, for a brief second, as the door opens, you actually look upon a room behind you all that's lit. There's a big rave going on. No, sorry. You see what looks like shimmering gold inlaying parts of the floor on the inside, with statues that are wrought in jewels and precious crystals. I will show you all a glimpse of said room momentarily. Looks like that. When you all look into the side, and the gold, like the gold and the jewels and the crystals are physically putting off light, and there's like this like shimmer of bright dust that sort of hangs within the room. There you see that there is on the far side there is a gigantic carved mural on the back wall, but at the brief glance that you'll have taken between the dragon and the room opening, you don't really know the details of the statues or the murals. All right. So let's go ahead and have everybody roll a fresh initiative count.
Wow. Okay.
Hey, yo. Okay. Dice out.
No, you had to get in between me and Tolliver. We were gonna be beside each other in initiative again. Unbelievable.
Okay. 25 to 20.
Yeah, me and Bucky.
And me.
Hephaestus.
What'd you get?
Oh, I am Hephaestus.
All right.
20,
20.
all three.
Okay. Oh, wait. All right. So, Franz, Bucky, and Hephaestus.
All 20s.
All right. That's funny.
I don't like the way you said that.
Yeah.
Well, layer actions go on 20, but
Oh.
they lose initiative ties. So,
Oh. Doesn't
so
really
then we
matter.
have 2015.
And 15.
Okay. And then what, Aster and Tolliver.
With a 14
All right.
and a 13.
Pull it back to the what's the thing here?
Oh, yeah, and Banner last with a 12.
Banner last.
All garbage all the time.
Alrighty. The trio of 20s. What would you like to do? Take your turn.
Well, what kind of door did you say this was?
It's like a 30-foot tall by 20-foot wide like stone door with this intricate wood like wood frame that's like woven into the stone of the door, like the stone frame of the door, like this like these wood visages are like twisted and it looks almost kind of like they've grown out around the frame of the large stone doors.
Okay.
So is there a door between us and the dragon, or the door is
The door.
blocking our exit?
No, well, it's not blocking your exit. You know the exit from which you all came was on the northern side of the map. The door currently is off screen, directly to your all's
Oh.
right.
Gotcha. Oh, and that was the room that you
Yeah.
showed us briefly. That's okay.
Yep.
So and then in this room to our stage left is the dragon, and stage right is this door that goes into a room. Got it. Okay. Thank you.
No problem. Any three of you all can go, and let's try to be quick, or this is gonna take for fucking ever.
All right, well, we're just going at it. I'm gonna fly 10 feet in the air, move this way.
Okay.
And then I'll just start it off with an Eldritch Blast.
All right, roll to hit.
17.
Does not hit.
About a 25.
That does hit.
So it's between 25 and
6
70.
damage.
Got it.
Okay.
What about a 14?
No.
Rough start, Bubby.
All right, 6 damage.
Yeah, very good.
Put 6 on the board.
That's right. That's right.
Survey says.
So when
Okay. Bucky or Hephaestus?
well,
Go ahead, Bucky.
well, what the hell? Y'all didn't tell me about this now. I ain't doing no dragons. Nope, sure hell no.
All right, see you later.
Yep. I ain't doing
Goodbye.
nothing like this. This ain't this ain't what we gonna. Hey, hey, dragon man. Do you know how much a dragon weighs? It depends on the scales. And I cast vicious mockery at it.
Okay. Was it a wisdom saving throw?
Yeah.
Yeah, natural 19.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I guess he didn't quite get the joke.
So when the... Oh, no, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Finish your turn.
I'm gonna look back to where that room is.
Mm-hmm.
That's off screen, and I'm gonna just go stand like by the door, like right at the threshold. Do I see anything in the room immediately? Like that I notice as I go over there?
Make a perception check.
Okay, all right, I can do that.
Okay. When you look into the room, all the statues that you see are made of crystal and jewels. They look like visages of like of various animals, matching the description of the visages on the door frames. So like a bear, owl, wolf, hummingbird, gorilla, phoenix, viper, and elephant. You see those various statues throughout the room. Although they look, think about how like how a Mayan depiction of an animal kind of looks. How it's sort of, it's obviously the animal, but there are these like ethnic and cultural additions to the artwork, and make the animals look a bit more divine and regal than a normal one would. On the floor, you see the gold inlay pattern that I mentioned earlier is actually two twisting snakes wrapping around each other in sort of a infinity symbol on the ground. And at the very middle of the room in the back, sort of the center, you see that there's another glittering gold inlay in the ground, and it just looks like a roaring man beast kind of thing. Yeah, that's all you see in the room immediately.
Okay.
You don't have dark vision,
Well,
do you?
Oh,
okay.
No, I
That's
don't.
okay. It's all dim light in here because the purple
Okay.
crystals on the ground are letting off dim light.
Well, I say we just get into. I don't know, man. I say we get in the room. I ain't fucking with this thing right here. That ends my turn.
Okay. At the end of your turn, The dragon begins beating its wings furiously. Wind begins kicking up in the cavern here all together. And you see the wings when it unfurls its wings, that same black miasma is dripping off the edge of the wings. However, the miasma doesn't reach all the way to the ground. It sort of suspends itself and crystallizes around the dragon. As it flaps its wings, it picks itself up off the ground, and it begins moving towards you all.
Nope, don't like that.
And it comes crashing to the ground in front of you all, letting off another one of those horrendous screeching roars. Hephaestus.
Point of order, Hephaestus, you still have Bardic Inspiration on you. Just FYI.
Okie dokie. I'm gonna look around. Does anybody look hurt from our fight with the animals still?
I mean, not great.
I'm not 100%.
Oh, sorry, I forgot to clarify. The it flapping its wings and moving took 2 legendary actions.
Okay, well, for my bonus action, I'm going to activate my armor.
Okay.
Okie dokie. That will
Alright.
bring my AC up to 23, and that will also give me full-on heals. And then I'm going to cast at a level 5 make sure this isn't a touch, mass cure wounds. So everybody within 60 feet of me gets full healing. So that's 8, 16, 29 hit points.
Also,
Wow.
Hephaestus, with my magical inspiration, with Bardic Inspiration, if you ever do like a heal, right, you can add your Bardic Inspiration die to it as well if you want, but that's a lot of heals. So.
Well, I was a lot of dead, so
Okay. 13 plus 1. What? Oh, 3d8. So everyone heals for 29.
that's I just rolled it.
Yeah. Well, with your armor.
To show that it-
Yeah.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, you're good. You're good. So everyone gets 29 health. That's a massive heal.
What's the Bardic Inspiration dice? 1d what?
1d10 if you want to add that to it
Fucking
as well.
burn it. 39 heals.
You gotta roll it.
No, he doesn't. Because he's applying
you
it to his. No, because he's applying it to the
Oh.
healing that he's doing.
But it's
So it's
max,
just an
right?
auto 10. Yeah, it's an auto 10.
Yeah.
So everybody gets
Gotcha.
39. As Hephaestus, you see he brings out his shield, and you see him ignite it. The flowing magma cape extends from these pauldrons that now have sort of appeared and grown out of molten metal off of his body. As the plate mail helmet visor slams shut in front of him and sort of mists with the smoke out from the helmet. He raises his shield high, and this beacon of reddish orange energy sort of lashes out from the shield, showering all of you all in hot sparks that heal you for a ton of health. All right, your turn. Festus? Muted?
I don't know why it keeps doing that. Are you there?
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah, that's my turn.
Okay. All right. Layer action. You see some of the black crystallized droplets that are sort of now floating and hanging in the air around the dragon. One of them shoots off, like they sort of coalesce into a larger drop. One of them shoots off, and smacks into one of the zombified bears that you all killed earlier, and it's suffused with this horrid black energy, and it sort of like encases the entire bear, and you see this black sludge sort of take over all of it as the bear stands back up, missing one leg, back up on 3 feet, and then it just like rears up on both of its hind legs and lets out this, like, it's not a roar, it's like if a roar would try to get through like sludgy, like this black sludge. It goes like up here, and it's gonna move 30 feet. There. Okay. Ayan.
Well, the bear kind of fucks things a little bit, but that's okay. I'm going to reach into my bag quickly, pull out a crystal, and I'm going to start dropping the crystal, and as I do, I'm going to cast Catapult towards the dragon using the nuclear crystal.
The nuclear crystal was dispelled.
Was it dispelled?
Yeah, because you walked under the waterfall with it. In
I don't
Ellengrad.
know.
Yeah, we've discussed before.
I think
that.
I put it back. I don't know. Because I didn't... Like, it's still in the bag, and I have other crystals as well that I put back in there.
Okay. All right. No, yeah, that works.
Okay. So it's a dex save of 17 that it has to make.
Okay. I rolled a natural 2, so that sucks.
Okay, I'm hoping that's a fail.
Right, so, yeah, it is.
Okay. Like that would.
So go
suck.
ahead. Go ahead and roll the damage for catapult.
Yep. It was only first level, but that's actually rather good damage. 13 bludgeoning damage. And I still have in the notes for the actual crystal how much damage it did originally.
Right.
So, you want me to
So
roll
here's
that?
the nope. So because here's the
Okay.
funny bit. It hits and it thuds into the dragon. However, the dragon is coated in that same sort of like black oily materials dripping off of him, right?
Oh fuck. Okay.
When the crystal hits him, it just sticks on him. And I was just sitting there glowing that violent blue-white light. It sort of looks down at it, and then looks back up at you.
Shit. Fuck 'em. I'm just gonna... What's a... I'm gonna run up right here, right next to him. Is he still hovering off the ground, actually?
No, he's on the ground.
He's on the ground? Okay,
Mhm.
I'm gonna get right here. And then I'm going to bonus action defensive field.
Okay.
It's cold in here.
It is kind of cold in here.
Should I close it?
No, because it's going to get hot.
And that is my turn.
All right, Aster.
Okay.
Sorry, I was muted. Cast Eldritch Blast.
Okay. Roll to hit.
On the dragon.
Okay. 13 does not hit. $12 does not hit. The 20 does hit. 7 points of damage.
And as a bonus action, I'm going to cast Hexblade's Curse.
Okay. Next time, in turn priority, if you know you're gonna Hexblade's Curse, do it first.
Okay.
Yeah, if you're gonna Hex or Hexblade's Curse,
Yeah.
do that first. Yeah.
That would be my turn.
Okay.
Do I have to like put that in for that to go into effect? Like for my rolls, I get like a +4 bonus to my rolls. I don't know if that is automatic or should I just keep track?
I don't. You can keep track of it. There might be something in D&D Beyond that adds it to it. I'm not sure.
All right.
But yeah, just keep track of it. Just know you're adding a 4 to whatever it is you do. All right. Tolliver.
All right, I'm going to. Is this purple stuff difficult terrain?
No, it's not difficult terrain.
Skewy.
So it's funny, and that's why I haven't said anything, because no one like really asked anything about it until you did.
Right.
It looks liquidy when you look at it, but when you step on it, it's solid.
Spooky, but I'm going to just run down. Where's that? To here, and then cast Blink on myself.
Okay.
I'll put that in the chat. It's a long one.
It's a good ass spell, though.
So I roll a d20 at the end of my turn. If I roll an 11 or higher, I go into the ethereal plane. And I can only be targeted by people that are in there or things that have like the special ability for it. And then I'm going to bonus action to use my little telekinetic shove move and push myself 5 more feet
Okay.
this way. And then I'll send out my familiar. It's gonna fly 30 feet to the corner there. And he'll do a flyby, give a help action, and fly his little 30 feet back next to me. I
Okay.
have a thing for him, I think. Now. Oh, no, I don't.
All right. At the end of your turn, roll that d20.
Go.
All right.
Go. All right.
Tolliver
I
blinks
pop
out.
it in here.
Yep. Banner.
Yay.
Upside
long
down
after-
Tolliver is my familiar, by the way.
How long after the last fight is this?
You all did some searching around the cavern, spent some time at the door, maybe 20, 30 minutes.
Would my blade still be ignited?
No, it only lasts for a minute.
Oh, that's new information. Okay.
Every shard's awoken state only lasts for a minute, currently.
Okay. I'm gonna go here. Actually, no, I'll go here. Sorry. That should be 30. 40. Yeah, that's fine. Go right there. I'll ignite my blade as a bonus action.
Okay.
And then I will throw 2 attacks at it. Do I have advantage?
You do.
15? Ugh. Assuming that does not hit.
Correct. A 15 does not hit.
Second attack. 19?
Just hits.
Beautiful. Takes 26 points of piercing damage. And 10 fire. Can I tell if the fire damage does
So
less normal or more?
the fire damage does fine, and it does just a normal amount. It's just a normal amount. However, you see that when the blade makes contact on the carapace of the dragon hide, the blade itself doesn't necessarily go through as much as it should. And when you make contact with it, Some of the black necrotic ooze that coats its body splashes off of it and onto you, doing a little bit of necrotic damage to you. You take 4 points of necrotic damage.
Yeah.
Okay. Finally, it is the dragon's turn. The end of the initiative order. Alright, at the start of its turn, I need everybody to make a wisdom saving throw.
No. Fucking.
As
Do
you
I
all
need to?
You Okay, you can still technically see it because I'm pretty sure in the ethereal plane you can see the material plane, but the material plane can't see you. Everything looks
I
like a
mean-
shadowy kind of thing, I think.
Yeah, it's like when Frodo puts the ring on.
Yes, yeah, that's how I've always imagined it. Oh, no. Nope, it can't see you. No. So
Gotcha.
you are not affected. I thought maybe the effect was you perceiving it. No, it's if it can perceive you. Okay, Banner, you're fine. Aeon, you're fine. Franz, you're fine. Hephaestus, you're fine. So Bucky and Aster, you all are frightened. As you look upon this thing and its eye, you see its dragon eye sort of lock on to each one of you all. And when it does, when it falls upon you, those of you who saved, you cannot be feared by the dragon in this manner again for the rest of the day. However, those of you who failed, you are frightened and must use your next turn to run away from the dragon as far as you can. And you have disadvantage on all attacks while you are looking, while you can see it, or while it can see you. Okay. You see it as it sort of looks around and takes in it. It draws up into full height, expanding its wings. And then it slams its forepaws onto the ground. And when it does, this ring of black energy expands out from around it, shooting with runes and carving the ground around you all. Okay, so it extends 60 feet from it in all directions. So it's a big ass circle. So I'm not gonna draw the circle, but if you're within 60 feet, so everybody but Franz, really, from it. Tolliver, you were not affected by this while you are in the ethereal plane. Alright, so I need everyone but Franz to make a Constitution saving throw.
I'm very constitutive.
I'm
Okay.
gonna flash Banner. Or no, I can't. Fuck. Never mind.
Okay. Everybody fails. So all of you take this much necrotic damage.
212.
36 necrotic damage.
If someone saved, would that be half?
Yes.
Okay, I'm just making sure because my familiar would get nuked then. I'm just gonna drag it off.
I'll take 18 because I have resistance.
This circle of runic magic that it has carved into the ground, this gigantic runic circle, is just emanating horrid necrotic energy, and you feel your life force being sapped from you as you stand inside of it.
I take that back. I won't take 18. I will take 9 because I'm also going to use a charge in my ring and absorb elements.
Banner and Aeon, I need you both to make perception checks.
Okay.
Never find it when I need it. Oh, we're
It's
very
actually not
perceptive.
that bad because you guys are standing right underneath of the thing. And the new crystal that you shot into it
Mhm.
has now turned pitch black. and it is sucked. It is being, as you watch, it is being sucked into the body of the dragon. As it does, you see its chest cavity, like it's in the gaps increases in between the layered scales. You see this horrid black energy begin seeping out from the chest of the dragon. You see like its sternum. You hear actually all of you all can hear this, but only the two of you close to it actually see what's going on. You hear its sternum crack open. And it's just this loud, sonorous crack as it lets out that terrifying roar. And you see underneath of it, you don't see the nuke crystal anymore. However, what you do see is black smoke pouring out from the crack, from the widening crack in the dragon's chest. I need all of you all but Bucky to make intelligence checks. Or history checks.
That was the wrong one. That was a save.
Oh shit.
I'm good.
Man.
History would have been better, but it's fine.
I might not be a smart man.
Okay. Hephaestus, Tolliver, and Aeon, you all recognize the black smoke that's pouring out of the chest of this dragon. You've seen it emanate off of pieces of the bastion before.
A witch. It's a witch.
And what you see actually underneath the cracking chest, some of the scales that are like deeper inside, like not on the top layer, like some of the scales that are in towards like the inner sternum, they're actually bright green. Okay, that is its turn. So at the top of the order, Franz, Bucky, and Festus.
All right, bonus action. I'm going to activate a Bisu.
Okay.
Then I'm going to fly 20 more feet in the air for a total of 30. And then I'm going to start casting a spell that will take me another turn.
So Ibisu unclenches as your belt spins out around you in that same sort of protective spiral, with its head sort of coming out in front of you. And as you begin casting a spell and you hold it up for her to come by and bite it and eat it as she begins charging the energy in the spell. At the end of your turn, the dragon is going to begin beating its wings. As its head sort of snaps up at you and sees that you're gathering your energy, Franz. As it's flapping its wings, I need Aeon and Banner to both make strength saving throws.
Hold up. Before I even do that, is this to resist being knocked down, I'm assuming?
Yeah, essentially. The wind that is coming off of these giant dragon wings is immense. And yeah, you're trying to resist being knocked off your feet.
Okay.
Banner, you're knocked prone.
I will simply not. I'm going to use my reaction to use Armor of Magical Strength and stand.
Okay, can you read that off for me?
The wearer can expend a charge to add its intelligence modifier to a strength check or strength saving throw. As a reaction, when it would be knocked prone, the wearer can expend a charge to not be knocked prone. That is an infusion that has been in my armor for quite a while.
You see, as you feel yourself being knocked off your feet, and you activate this, the big, like your two gauntlets form into the giant ape paws, and they slam themselves into the dirt as you begin resisting the force of the wind. However, Banner, you are knocked off your feet, knocked prone, and you take 15 points of bludgeoning damage. As this thing begins taking off, so Banner, you both have the chance to make attack of opportunities if you wish. However, Banner, yours would be at a flat roll right now.
Flat roll, very good.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to target the sternum that has cracked open and such in the best way that I possibly can.
Okay.
I am going to Claymore punch him in the stomach.
Okay.
26 hit.
Yeah.
I forget how much damage a Claymore punch does. Hold up.
I think it's 8d6.
I have to check. I've got it written down somewhere.
$8d6. Jesus Christ.
I literally have a folder called Need for Wick Campaign
What are you doing?
because I forget things.
You didn't make enough
Where
for
is it?
yourself? What? Oh, you've got to make more. Oh, okay. Sorry. I was like, why are you taking my margarita?
Oh,
I want a margarita.
Okay, yeah. So 8d6. So I get
Mm,
the regular 9 damage. And then an extra 31 damage.
okay.
22 hits.
That does hit.
So we take 16 points right in the butthole.
Okay. As you do, both of you take necrotic damage from the. Both of you take 11 points of necrotic damage.
I will take 6.
Yeah, and as it lifts off the ground, it flies. So what? You're what? 30 feet off of the ground, Franz, I believe.
Yes.
Okay, so it flies 30 feet up in the air to be level with you. Okay. Yep.
You bitch.
It is right next to you.
I'm gonna use my reaction to move 5 feet. Skirmish.
So it's 30, right. I think, read Skirmisher to me real quick.
Oh wait, it's 30 feet in the air.
Yeah, it's 30 feet in the air.
Oh,
I
it's
don't.
30 feet in the air.
It doesn't
All
come
right,
close
all right.
enough to you for.
Never mind.
Yeah.
It has to be within 5 feet.
That's I figured. No worries. However, it is currently dripping that black ooze. Like, well, no, you're not right underneath of it. Never mind. All right, Franz, Bucky.
Fuck that thing. I'm out here. Nope. Not gonna do it. Mama told me never. Nope. Nope. I'm too damn scared right now. I'm gonna run into the room.
Okay. Bucky runs back into the room. At the end of your turn.
So I can't take any actions at all.
Oh no, you can take an action. You just
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if you just had to spend your movement running away from the dragon.
So is there anywhere in the room where I can like hide?
You can attempt to hide behind one of the statues for sure. They're much bigger than you are.
Is that an action?
For you it would be an action, yes.
Okay. So I'm not gonna try and hide. I'm just gonna get behind one of the statues as like cover.
Okay.
And
works.
while I go back there and start doing it, I just start like you don't see anything, like maybe some ears sticking out, and you just hear Bucky like there start like reciting almost like a show or like a joke, right? And he's like, 2 dragons were sitting in a bar. One dragon said it's hot in here. The other dragon said shut your mouth. And while he's doing that, he's using his ability called Counter Charm.
Okay. I believe that gives you advantage on your next saving throw against being feared.
Yeah, so it's I have to perform it until the end of my next turn though.
Okay.
So
And
I'm just
anyone that can hear it also gets the benefit from it, I believe.
correct.
Okay, so who was the other person that was feared? Was it
I think
Ben?
it was.
Aster.
Aster, you hear Bucky start reciting some of these jokes, and a couple of them are actually pretty fucking funny.
Aster laughs at all of his jokes.
Exactly. So, and you find warmth and comfort within that, and you feel yourself sort of feeling bolstered, from his jokes. All right, so is that the end of your turn, Bucky?
Yes.
Go ahead and make another wisdom saving throw with advantage. Jesus Christ.
God.
That's just tough. You're still afraid.
Fine. I'm just gonna keep doing my counter charm until.
Keep on loving you.
Yeah.
Good. Hephaestus.
Can you hear me?
Aye.
Okie dokie. So, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to try to mentally communicate with my my shield and ask him if he, is this thing tainted by the bastion, and see what my shield has to respond.
When you ask, your shield sends back a deafening roar into your head of like challenge and affirmation, and you get this feeling like charge this motherfucker down.
Got it. So correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't my shield have like some weird thing when I threw it? It did like a hover thing.
During the fight with Malith, it did do something that you have never seen before. Yes.
Alrighty then. I am yeah. I'm gonna huck it at the damn dragon.
Alright. Make a throw for me.
How do I do that?
Just roll a strength check. Okay. As you throw your shield, it goes careening off, and it slams into the side of the dragon, and then clangs to the ground.
Doesn't work.
A couple seconds go by, and as you sit there and you're like, fuck, you see molten steel sort of begins pulling out from the base of the shield. And when it does, it starts to bubble and pop and bubble and pop. You sort of have to... it starts to like spread out around you at your feet, right? And you see, as you look down for a second, your shield takes on a different look. As it sort of shifts around in the molten metal, the shield comes to like the front of it in front of you, and it takes on very quickly the visage of a roaring bear. As you hear this horrendous roar echo out from your shield, and the magma pool begins to bubble at your feet and enlarge. Let me, because I was hoping you would do something with it and ask me about that. Let me pull this up. As the pool at your feet begins to take shape, this puddle spans about 10 feet around you. I can't find the fucking picture, please. Oh my god, where is it? Sorry, bad DM. Okay. Alright, I can't find a picture for it, so I'm just going to use this for right now. Oh no, I won't use it. Well, I won't use it. I'm just going to bring you to 10 feet. Alright, so your shield is now taken on the form of a large bear. And as the bear sort of comes to flight, you see what looks like almost like a war bear It's got these bright red and orange, like segmented armor plates around its shoulder, helmet over its head, with the helm sort of coming over to the front of its maw with these long steel fangs that are sort of over elongated that point down out of the maw of the bear, and in between the plates where where you would see fur, all you see is just molten steel, sort of lining the spaces in between the plates. You are now riding a giant magma warbear.
Holy shit!
That is awesome.
That's so sick.
This is ironically, you're the last person to get the awakened state. You're one of the first people to get. Baldwin was the first one, but now you've gotten the fully realized state of your shard, where Aeon's is the great ape, yours is the giant mother bear.
Alrighty then. Okay.
You don't know what it does quite yet, but you're riding
No
a
fucking idea what to do with this.
Right.
Very.
All right, so what are you gonna do here?
Can I just, I don't know, mentally tell it to go do what it thinks it needs to do?
You see, like, all of you all see as this giant bear head sort of looks up at Hephaestus with this really incredulous look, and it stands up on two of its on its rear legs for a second. You have to like grab on really tight. And it slams its forepaws down on the ground in front of it, and out from its mouth shoots in a straight line just a spew of hot magma as it slams into the side of the dragon. Go ahead and roll me 4d6 fire damage and 4d6 bludgeoning damage.
First one's fire, second one's bludgeon.
Okay.
It did not work out the way I had wanted to do it.
That's okay. I'll just do half and half. It's fine. As you see within like the fire, you see like shards of metal, like molten metal that are like semi-cooled, or slam into the side of the dragon and stay there.
Sorry, say that one more time.
Molten shards of metal that were being carried along the stream of magma that it let out, slam into the side of the dragon and stay there.
Okay.
You see smoke is now hissing from the side of the dragon. As like in air takes the hit to the side, it lets out this horrendous screeching roar. It sort of wobbles in air for a second, but maintains its flight. Okay.
Alrighty, I guess that's my turn. I don't know how I follow that up, so.
You still have a bonus action.
Oh. Okay, let me bonus action. I will cast bonus action healing word at the fourth. No, not healing word. I'm sorry. Where is it? I don't want the touch one.
Healing word is the non-touch one. You're looking for like mass healing word?
I don't want I want the other fucking AoE one that I have.
What, prayer of healing? Or mass cure wounds?
Yeah, that's...
That one's an action, I believe.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Where's my mass healing word? Sorry, I'm trying to find it in my stupid... Oh, whatever. That's who? I'm looking around. Who's the most beat up?
I don't know who's most. I think it'd probably be Banner.
Probably Banner, yeah.
All right, I'm gonna shoot a level 3 healing word at Banner, and that's gonna be 12.
Can I refuse it?
If you'd like.
Oh,
no, you can't. Like if you.
Okay,
yeah.
Who's the next most beat up? Dana, Franz, how are you doing, dude?
I'm pretty scared if this is dragon. Otherwise, I'm good.
Okay.
I took a little bit
All
here.
right, I'll shoot it at Bucky. It's gonna be 12, 17.
Okay.
Sorry, that took way too much
Into your
fucking
turn.
time.
Layer action. The bear is gonna move up. And it's gonna attack Aster with its multi-attack.
Now I'm gonna use my reaction to move 5 feet.
Okay.
Am I still within its reach?
If you
I do
you
that.
could move here and not be in its reach.
Okay, I'll do that.
Okay. So it doesn't attack you. Okay, yeah. It just sort of looks around for actually. Well, I guess then it's gonna use its action to dash. I guess and come here. Okay. But that was just that was just that bear's turn that got raised last layer action. I was just using its initiative as 20. So the next layer action that happens is the dragon is going to cause a magical point of darkness to emanate from itself. So from damn, all these are huge radius. 15-foot radius sphere. So basically, it just engulfs. You see it and Franz disappear in a ball of darkness.
What the hell?
Ayan.
I am going to cast Dispel Magic at the black sphere that has appeared in the sky.
The darkness remains. You gather that it is not a spell. It is not a spell. It is just the dragon is physically causing darkness to radiate from its body.
Okay.
That's fine. That's
But I used that. But I used my fucking slots. That sucks.
Yep. Well, at least you found out what kind of darkness it is.
Yeah, but it doesn't really help a lot. Sorry, that kind of completely fucked my plans. I'm going to bonus action cast kinetic. Nah, I can't. That's a slotted spell. Never mind, I'm stupid. Why you gotta do this to me, Wick?
Welcome back.
Man, I had something real cool planned.
All right. Well, we need to come on with it.
What? It's an action, right?
Like 10 seconds for.
I mean that defensive field, I guess.
Okay.
I don't really have any. I don't have shit that I can do.
Okay.
So that's my turn.
Aster, you are afraid. You have to spend your turn running away, your movement running away from the dragon.
Okay. So that would I automatically provoke an attack of opportunity?
So when you have forced movement, you do not provoke an attack of opportunity. And this is considered forced movement because you're under an effect.
Do I have to move my full movement?
Yes.
Do that then. Can I climb in this, like these roots and stuff?
Yeah, you're fine. You.
Good.
That's actually a rock. You can just. Yep.
Okay.
So this.
And I will. I can still use my action and bonus action, right?
Correct. You have disadvantage on any attack against the dragon.
Okay. I'm going to bonus. No, I'm just gonna. I'm gonna attack with my longbow. It's got darkness all around it, right?
Yeah, you're literally firing into darkness and hoping you hit something. So your attack has disadvantage on it, and it has a higher AC than normal.
Okay. Yeah. Just gonna try and hit it with my
Sure,
longbow.
maybe you'll crit or something. Who fucking knows? Go ahead. You roll double 20s or something. Yeah, no. No heat. Your second attack. No, that just misses. Actually. Oh, well, not just misses. It misses. Is that your turn?
That is my turn.
Okay. Tolliver. You blink back into the realm and you see that you see the dragon floating in it. Well, you see the magical ball of ball of magical darkness floating around in it and Franz.
All right. Yeah, that's about right. I'm gonna see this like kind of weird purplish energy surge around Tolliver, and then at this point over here, a explosion of psychic damage. I'm going to cast Synaptic Static.
Okay.
And on the dragon, I'm gonna give him a 4.
So
I
you
got a
have
4
to
to
be able to
6.
see it to do that?
I can.
Do what?
Oh, like portent, like being able to.
Yeah. I know you can hit the synaptic static in an area, but do you have to be able to see the thing to hit it with a portent dice?
I'm making sure. I think you do the. Yeah.
Okay. So it'll roll and save. What's its wisdom?
It's intelligence.
Oh, it's Oh, then it's a 0. What's your DC? 18?
18.
I rolled
yeah.
a 17 flat.
Let's go.
Yeah.
It's like the only intelligence save damage.
Which is great because it has a +0 intelligence and it has 3 saving throw proficiencies, but none of them are intelligence.
Let's go.
Good to know.
Very good.
So
it takes the 26. Yeah.
And I will put it in the chat. It gets a -6, a -d6 to any attack rolls, ability checks, and if it was maintaining concentration on a spell for the contracts.
Okay.
So every time it's got to be minus. And same for, did the rat fail? Rat bear?
The bear, yeah.
Rat.
Let me roll for it. Yes, it failed.
Alright, same thing.
Okay, when it roars out, and its jaw just like slacks for a second. It doesn't fall down, but it's close. Okay, is that your turn?
And I'm going to move another 25 feet back this way and roll my
Your blink
20.
dice. Yep. Oof.
Damn. Alright, so I stay in
You stay
and I'm
in.
chilling.
Okay.
Yep.
Banner.
This thing's fucking flying or something? Like dragons, like dragons do.
Like dragons do. It's all you know is that it's residing within a ball of magical darkness 30 feet off of the ground with your friend Franz inside of it. My girlfriend just laughed at the situation. So
Thanks, Liz. Appreciate your support.
she just nodded her head. Yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah. I literally can't do anything.
You can stand up.
Yeah, that's what, half movement?
Half your movement, yeah.
So it gives me 22.5. Does that round up or down? No, excuse me.
We'll take it to 25. It's fine.
27.5, because I'm dumb and don't know numbers. 30 feet in the air right there. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, because I still have 25 feet of movement, so I can get here, there, very good. Gonna use my bonus action to cast an echo. 1, 2, 3, 15 feet right there. Because I can cast it up to 15 feet away from me. And then it has 30 feet of movement. So it could definitely get to the ball of darkness.
Okay. So it vanishes
and then-
within the darkness, and you don't see it or anything else.
Cool. Can I still use the echo to attack?
You can.
Whatever.
It's just swinging wildly at this point, but you
Yep,
can. Yeah.
Perfect. So is it at
It's
disadvantage
at
or
disadvantage, and its AC is much higher than normal. Yeah.
happy? Let's hope we get some good rolls then. There we go. 18.
Nope.
Okay, and then I'll get one more. 20?
Normally would hit, but with the AC increase from the darkness, it does not.
Can I ask how far off that is?
You may not.
I'm
I'm not gonna tell you what the AC is. What the fuck?
Okay, no, that's okay. So I'm gonna spend 2 key points then to make that a 22. Does it hit then?
Still misses, unfortunately.
Motherfucker. Okay. That is my turn.
It's close. You missed. Okay. To your turn. It is its turn. And as it takes its turn, it hisses out, and the sound echoes throughout the entire chamber. So Tolliver, you hear it, and Abisu hears it, but she live time translates it for you in your head, Franz. And you hear the voice of the dragon. It's kind of like almost like it's talking with like molasses in its mouth, and it's like its words are sort of like stuck as it's making an effort to like pull its jaws apart to talk. You hear it go, "You must close the doors, trespassers. You must close it before you bring ruin upon us all."
Okay, what is in the doors?
As you speak that out, nothing. It doesn't answer you. However, it lets out a roar, but it's not. It's also it's tinged with pain as you hear more cracking and splintering as its sternum is being forced open. That's what you can gather that it's from, although you can't see what's happening. But what you do hear, Franz, is the sound of whistling as its claws come swiping through the air at you. So Tolliver, every time I make an attack, I want you to go ahead and I want you to roll that d6.
Sure. Fuck yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and roll that d6.
-3.
Okay. That is a 22 to hit. The 22 probably hits you.
Front.
Yeah, that hits.
You take 19 points of slashing damage as you're just like almost swatted out of the air by this claw. And you hear another whistling noise as its tail comes swinging around at you.
Is that another?
Yeah. Doesn't matter, it's a natural 20.
Yeesh.
30 points of bludgeoning damage as the tail slams into you. What's your health at?
30.
Okay. Yeah, you all were getting... I guess you all did get a bunch of heals. Alright. Now it's going to make a bite attack against you. And roll your d6. Although it's like a 26.
Let's go.
Oh, a 20 to hit.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Minus
Okay.
6.
No, that was with the -6.
Oh.
Yeah, sorry. It has a gigantic to hit, guys. It's a dragon. Like,
You can't shield for 20.
Can I shield if I'm doing this thing?
you know it's fucking you up. You can shield at any... Yeah. Like, realistically, you could throw a shield up and you're getting mauled by a dragon. Yes, yeah.
Okay, well then, yeah, I'll shield that. So, well, actually, no, yeah, that matches. What does that mean again?
That means it hits you.
It hits you if it matches.
Yeah, then it's not worth it.
No, it's not.
Oh, yeah, that's what I was asking.
Yeah.
Very good. All right. 25 points of piercing damage as its maws
All right.
clasp around you.
Let's go.
Then I need...
Can I see anything?
No, not a damn thing. No.
Fuck.
I need you now to make a wisdom saving throw. As it hisses out these words in Draconic.
How about a 9?
Okay. You are now charmed, and for the duration, it has a telepathic link with you. You are under Dominate Person.
Oh, hey, Wick.
Yes.
He would be within my range, so it's
Oh
my...
no, you're back in the room 30 feet. You can't even see them. You're nowhere near them. Remember, you went back into the room and hid. You're technically off screen right now.
So he can't hear me within 30 feet?
Oh no, you're like no. He's 30 feet up in the air, and you're like 30 feet back in the room. So like
okay.
this position right here. No, you're like 90 feet away from him.
Right.
Okay. And when it dominates you, it hears you. You hear it say, "Aim that spell elsewhere."
Okay.
Okay.
Do I have to do it now, or is it?
No, you don't have to do it now, but on your turn you will. When your turn's next. However, it is going to fly. Can't count. Okay. As it positions itself on the far end of the cavern next to the entrance from you all. Okay. The magical darkness is still up. So... Franz,
Where is it
your,
up at?
It is your turn. It is just encasing Franz, basically.
Okay.
It's basically that right there. The red line is the diameter of the circle.
Okay, do you want me to pick a spot, or do you want me to roll for a random spot?
So that's what we're going to do. We're going to roll for a random spot.
All right, what am I rolling?
Roll a d12. And like hours on a clock, whatever you roll will be the direction that you want. So you release your spell off at the 1 o'clock direction out this way.
Okay. Yep. So just zombie-eyed launch out a fucking disintegration ray out to nowhere.
It just carves a path in the side wall of the cavern. Big destructive energy blast scraping across the side wall. Okay. That's your action. You have a bonus action and movement.
Well, am I still in control, or do you tell me what to do?
No, I mean it just all it told you for this turn was to aim that spell elsewhere. So you can do whatever you want with the rest of your turn.
I'm just gonna use my movement to come back down to stop flying.
Okay. You could dispelling the spell or just landing on the ground?
Just landing on the ground.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I forgot you were maintaining it. You need to roll like 3 Constitution saves.
For
maintaining,
flight?
Yeah, for maintaining concentration on fly.
Oh no, it's with the ring. It's not a. It's like an item, like winged boots. So it's not like a concentration spell.
He just straight up has flying speed equal to his walking speed. It's not.
Yeah, I have that for 4. I have 4 hours of flight a day.
Is that the rings that you all made?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Oh, so you all actually did. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Wait, I forgot even what my ring did.
You have resistance to psychic damage.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Cool.
Oh, right.
And I have advantage on con saves.
All right. That's Fran's turn. At the end of your turn, Franz, you can make a save against the spell.
All right. 19.
And you have advantage. Yeah, that succeeds.
Oh, I don't know why that didn't go over.
Okay. Yeah, you sort of shake your head, and you look around and you realize that your spell went off, and you see the large swath carved in the cave wall, and you're like, "Fuck." Okay. Bucky.
So it just like flew away, huh? Sucks.
Yeah, it repositioned itself really far away from you. Yeah.
So I'm in this room, the one that he wants the door to be closed. It's fantastic. Or I didn't know that, right? 'Cause I don't understand it.
Right.
But now that I'm in this room and I'm terrified, I'm kind of just like looking around for anything that might be of use. Like, do I notice anything or
All right, so now
out of the ordinary? Like I know that my flute did something weird at the door. Does it do anything weird in this room?
Make a perception check. Okay. So you look around and you notice at each one of these statues, there's a pedestal at the foot of each one of these statues, and there looks like there's like a space carved into the face of the pedestal, the top face of the pedestal, and it just looks like something would reside inside it. As you look around the room, and you're sort of taking in, you focus for a second and get yourself under control for half a second, and you hear your flute is actually playing a soft whistling tune. Just like sort of on its own.
Well, that's slicker than a snot and glass doorknob right there. What you doing down there? What the hell?
You feel it sort of jiggle on your hip for a second, and it's like vibrating as it's making this up, like not like a hard, intense vibration, but like a very fast and constant vibration.
Well, you know what? This is gonna go over like a turd in the punch bowl, but I'm gonna give it a shot. So I'm gonna kind of just like go around to like I guess different areas of the room and see if it like responds differently, I guess.
Okay, as you spend your movement moving around the room, and sort of like proffering the flute to each one of these statues, when you get to the hummingbird statue,
oh, great.
It begins vibrating a bit more intensely.
Well, I don't know whether to scratch my watch or why my butt. I'll tell you what, this is some ridiculousness. I just kind of take the flute and I put it on the pedestal. Put the flute on the pedestal. That sounds like a joke.
When you put the flute on the pedestal, the large stone door is shut.
Oh shit! Help! Help me! Help! God dang!
When the door's shut, the dragon alights itself on the ground and sort of like looks intently at you all.
Oh shit! Hello?
As you look around the hummingbird statue, its wings are now like moving in vibration.
Oh shit. Well,
I love that it's Bucky doing this. Just in all greatness, I love that it's Bucky doing this.
man, it's hotter than a hen on a hot rock in here. Tell you what, boy? Whew. Shit. I don't know what else to do. I'm gonna end my turn now before it gets even worse.
Make a wisdom saving throw with advantage. Oh, sorry.
Come the
Astra,
fuck on. Wait, what the hell did it just roll?
2d20, keep the highest one. Yeah.
I guess.
What did it roll?
What did it just do?
You rolled a 6 and a 4.
Jesus Christ, dude.
Yeah.
Oof, feels bad.
Bro, right?
I mean, it's a dragon. You have for all for all good reason. Astro, did you make your wisdom saving throw at the end of your turn last round?
Now is that frightened thing? Is that concentration or no?
No, it's just it's one of its things. It just gets to lay fear on people with its gaze.
Well, that's just great.
That's a dragon thing.
I didn't roll for it.
Okay, roll your wisdom saving throw with advantage that time because you would have had it from hearing Bucky.
Okay.
You can't hear Bucky now though, so on your next turn, if you don't pass this one, you won't have advantage.
I'm just in this room by myself.
Yep.
That's great. You don't hear me. You don't hear muffled voices. It's funny.
Okay. Hephaestus? What would you like to do?
I'm still on my psychotic molten bear of hell, right?
Yep.
Is that other bear? Yeah. Where did the fucking okay, the dragon flew over there. Can I charge the other bear?
Sure.
Right back.
And since you said charge specifically, go ahead and move right up next to the bear. And when it does, it'll make a dexterity saving throw, which it fails miserably. So you run up next to it, and the magma bear does a full charge, and it like extends out with its head and its claws. It slams into the side of this bear. Go ahead and roll 2d10 and add 6 to it. Okay, that's enough. It just sort of like when your bear crashes into it, and it sort of leaves it. It's like this magma, this molten steel sort of bursts through the bear, killing it. And your bear, the shard bear, sort of rears up and lets out a victorious roar as the burning bear corpse and lays in front of it.
Well, pat him on his little head. Good job. I'm assuming that was a movement and action.
Yeah, it has an ability called charge.
Okay.
More bear. Yeah, it's like you're sort of like figuring out what the shard does on the go.
Yeah, pure dumb fucking luck. Okay. Yeah.
You
Do we
see,
wanna-
sorry, just for clarification, the path that the bear ran forward, behind it, there's a trail of molten energy, or like molten magma.
That's awesome. I can. Yeah, that's gonna be super helpful. I'm gonna add. So where the fuck was I? I was over here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Making sure that I move there, so that's 20 feet. Do you want to start? I'm gonna ask the bear if he wants to start going towards the dragon, or if he wants to just kind of chill out and see what the dragon does.
It very much roars out in your head. Charge, dude! I'm a fucking war bear.
Gotcha. So we're gonna start moving towards the dragon.
All right, you have 40 more feet of movement.
so I can get to there.
Mm-hmm. As it sort of
Yeah.
races off, and those of you who are kind of standing near the molten magnet, you would expect to feel like an intense heat coming off of it in the bear, but you actually feel comforting warmth coming off of it.
And that will be
It's
my
like it's
that'll be my turn, I guess.
Back.
okay. All right, it is the layers action. Long and 30 feet high. It is so a wall of coming out of the ground. You see as you sort of look back at the door. Those of you who are close to it, a 20-foot long, 30-foot high wall of the black oily miasma sort of drifts itself up over the door, covering it. Ayan, what would you like to do?
Okay. I'm going to... First, I'm going to use all of my movement to go straight at him. As it was there. How far is he now? He's landed now, right?
Yep.
Okay. I'm then going to bonus action. Cast Kinetic Jaunt. And move my extra 10 feet.
Okay.
And then I'm going to dash to get right next to the son of a bitch once again.
Okay. You're right up next to it.
That's my turn.
You see, it's like Ayan starts running, and for a little while, it's just like normal steps, and then he mutters a spell right next to you, Hephaestus, and you see he literally just like bounds in like 2 steps, like doof, doof, across the ground and gets right next to the dragon. At the end of your turn, it is going to use its legendary action to swing its tail at you as you're running at it full force. You see it just turn its body, and its tail comes like lashing around to meet you as you're moving full speed.
Okay.
There's a 24 to hit.
Yeah, that hits. Wow.
Okay. You take 23 points of bludgeoning damage as this as you're stopped, not out of choice, but as the tail meets you, it just puts you back on the ground.
Okay.
Is that your turn?
I'm going to use my reaction to use Gift of the Gym Dragon Telekinetic Reprisal. It needs to make a DC 17 Strength saving throw.
Okay. It's got a ton of natural 20.
Okay, well. Yeah. It takes, what it would be, 5 damage? 4 damage?
Yeah.
Okay. It takes 4 force damage.
Okay. Alright. Aster. Tolliver, you're on deck, then Banner.
Okay, so now I roll for frightened.
No. You should have done, well, you do it at the end of your turn. So you should have done it a while ago. Roll a wisdom save with advantage. Okay. I do not think... Oh, that's actually the DC. So you're good. So yeah, so this turn you're not feared. The jokes soothed your soul.
I will move and bonus action dash
Mhm.
60 feet.
Okay.
And then I will cast Eldritch Blast. Within range there. Yeah,
Oh, is it? What's the range on it? 60 feet?
120 feet.
Oh yeah, you're good. Yeah, the 21 hits. Yep. The 15 misses. So roll your damage on those two. 13. And 17. Or 27.
Yep.
Okay. Is that your turn?
Yeah.
All right. You see, Astra quickly slides into place behind these pillar of roots, and he lets off, twisting Eldritch Blast. A couple of them hitting home. Tolliver.
All right. Just my bad thing. It should have rolled to get out of the synaptic static effect at the end of its turn. So you can do that if you want.
Natural 1, baby.
All right, word. And it should have affected the tail whip on Aeon, but I missed that, so it happened. But I am going to run 30 feet this way. Oh my god. Thank you. Is that 30? Yeah. And then I am going to bonus action push myself 5 feet forward. And then I am going to cast slow on the dragon and no one else in the area of the spell.
Okay.
And dragon's gonna get a 4 as its save.
It's going to use one of its legendary resistances.
Yep.
To
Okay.
save against
Cool. And that'll be my turn.
All right. Banner.
No longer flying, right?
It's no longer flying, correct.
Okay. What is that, 110 ish? Yeah. All right, I will spend a key point to bonus action dash, step of the wind to get to the other side. Unfortunately. And then I will give it 2 attacks.
Okay. Damn. I'm like, I'm gonna try spacing this fight. that's the thought I had in my head. Then I'm gonna try spacing.
26.
Yeah.
It's 24 points. 15 piercing, 9 fire.
Okay.
Second attack is a 21.
That hits.
Very good. Another 25 points of damage. And unfortunately my echo that is my turn, so my echo disappears.
Okay. It's your turn?
That is my turn.
Okay. Oh, goody. Okay. You see, the dragon sort of, it's like as you run up and hit it, it sort of looks around for a second, and it looks over at the door, and then you see like it looks towards the exit, and it begins to like turn its body towards the exit, like it's going to make a move, and then you hear that horrendous snapping noise as its sternum sort of breaks open more, almost completely, and you see sitting in the center of its chest a gigantic piece of the bastion, just like occupying almost the entirety of this dragon's sternum. Is it sort of like it pulses for a second, and the fog kind of seeps out of it faster, and then it vomits this black horrid ichor onto the ground, and then you see its eye, like Banner, because you're looking at its eyes, you see its eyes go completely black, and then it turns around, and then the black ichor kind of builds up in its mouth, and it spews out in a line in front of its mouth. I need Aeon and Hephaestus to make a dexterity saving throw.
Yep.
Okay, you both save, so you take half this necrotic damage.
That's my 11 for the ethereal plane. Sorry, I forgot to do it.
Okay, yeah, you're good. You're out. You take half of 37 points of necrotic damage.
Okay.
Both of you. As a sort of
18
ichor,
or 19?
what did I say? 37? 18.
Would it be 18?
18.
18? Okay, I'll take.
All right.
Tell you what. Make a deal. I'll take 9.
Okay. You know what? I think by the rules of the game, I have to take that deal.
Fuck you.
Yeah. Okay. That is part of its turn. Yeah, it's gonna make. We'll start. It's gonna make its multi attack. So we'll start with. It's gonna bite out at you, Aeon.
Yep.
Natural 1. Get fucked. It's going to swing its tail back behind it at you, Banner. Another natural 1. Get fucked, bud. It's going to claw attack it, Aeon.
Okay.
22.
Fuck. Yeah, that hits.
Thank the god, my
It's
monster.
kind of a shitty boss, Wick. Just saying.
Bro.
No, don't say that.
I don't know.
You
am
take 16.
only
You take
alive.
16 points of slashing damage,
Okay.
and it is again going to take flight, so you all can get your attack of opportunities if you wish.
So I have
was that an
something.
attack?
Yes.
Yeah, there's an attack. I have a question. Am I able to use an item
Does it
for the
still
attack
hit?
of opportunity?
What item?
I want to throw an instant fortress above it and pin it to the ground with it.
Do you have Warcaster?
I very probably not.
Okay, if you don't have Warcaster, then no.
Okay, I
Well,
highly
okay, hold
doubt
on.
I
'Cause
do.
that's a spell, right?
Nope, it's an item. It is an item that I crafted.
I think it has to
It
be
is a
something that
small
is. I
metal
think
cube.
no. It has to be it has to be some kind of a. It has to be a melee attack.
Some kind of melee attack. Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
I think you rolled a d6 and subtract 2 from it. So would a 19 still hit you? Or I said 22. So would a 20 still hit you?
Hey,
20 still hit me?
Yeah.
No, 20 does not hit.
Oh, okay. Well, then never mind.
Oh,
You see,
nice.
you see, like it goes to bite, like its head sort of like. You see, like golden threads of static sort of like snap around its head for a second, and the jaws like physically get moved out of the way. Okay, it is going to take flight, so y'all get them attack of opportunities. Banner, that hits.
14.
I mean, yeah, I'll hit it, I guess. Can't do nothing special.
That'll do.
7.
Well, roll again, see if you crit.
Oh yeah, that's right. We have advantage, don't we?
We do.
No,
Nah,
okay.
well,
It was
alright.
bad.
All right. Mm-hmm.
close.
Yeah, okay, so it flies up in the air 15 feet. Or 20 feet. So it's
15?
20 feet.
Okay.
So it's above all of you all. Alright, 25. Yeah. It's gonna go right there. All right. So that's its turn.
Oh, is it still 20 feet up?
Yes.
Okay.
Franz.
Shoot. Firebolt. 27 to hit.
It hits.
7 damage.
Yeehaw, baby. All right. That's your turn?
That is my turn.
Good turn. Bucky. You're in the room, buddy. What are you gonna do?
Well, yeah. Well, I miss my mammoth right now. She's gonna tell me don't buy a pig in a poke. So this hummingbird thing is doing something?
Yeah, its wings are flapping really fast like a hummingbird's.
Oh.
But it's like staying
Hey,
in place. But it's like yeah, mostly staying in place.
Okay. Don't piss on my shoes and tell me it's raining now. Can you do something up there? Oh, flapping on them wings and stuff. I think I might be able to do something. Just talking to the statue.
Nothing happens.
Well, that didn't amount to a hill of beans. You about as worthless as a gum on a boot. Mm-hmm. I'll pick my flute back up.
When you pick the flute back up, the doors open.
Oh, what the hell?
Dispelling the wall of bullshit in front of it.
So I'm not gonna do this, but does that mean if I put the flute back down, the doors close?
You can
Is that...
find out.
Oh, what the hell? What? How can I do it? I put the flute back down.
You do?
Yeah.
The door shuts again.
Wow. Well, yeah, well, butter my butt, call me a biscuit. I done figure something out. Yep. As I live and breathe. As I live and breathe. Mm-hmm. Well, I better strike while the iron's hot. And I pick my flute back up.
Okay. The door is open once again.
I look outside. I go, everything doing all right out there?
You look out and you see a dragon flying above two of your above one of your friends, looking down on him menacingly. And then when you yell out into the room, it looks at you. It turns its head and looks at you in the room.
I'm sorry. I'm just picturing this very serious thing happening out here in this cave, and I'm in here fucking playing with the automatic opening doors.
You don't have to picture it. That's actually what's happening.
Oh gosh. All right. So do your turn, please.
Can I see the dragon?
Yep.
I just I look at the dragon. I say, "Hey, you there? What do you call a dragon in a silk gown? A kimono dragon." Like that. And I cast vicious mockery on it.
Why are you all choosing this fight to use cantrips? Like what? I don't understand. Anyway.
Range.
We've used 2 cantrips. Well, Eldritch Blast doesn't count.
That's true.
I mean, I could do some stuff.
No, it's okay. No, I'll roll the wisdom save. It's fine.
I could throw.
Natural 19.
Well, this thing does not get none of my jokes. Do I have a bonus action? Oh shit. So I cast a Okay. Okay. I'm really getting upset with you not understanding my jokes, and as I do that, my fur starts to stand on end and starts to glow glow with this mystic energy, and my ears stand up, become a little bit bigger as I activate Mantle of Majesty.
I just imagine like Frieza's gold transformation. That's
right. Second.
He is golden, Bucky.
Yeah. Let's see. During this time, you can't. Sorry. Okay. Cool. He's not charming. I say, now listen here. You gonna laugh. You gonna laugh at my joke. And then I say, like, how do you get dragon milk from a cow with short legs? Now laugh. And that's the command that I give it.
Oh, fucking what? This dice is going in the jail. I rolled another natty 1. I'm not gonna burn no, you're not getting a legendary resistance for that. No, fuck you. The dragon starts laughing and like bubbling up and coughing up this black ichor while it's laughing in the air. But like it's not like its eyes, like you see no joy in its eyes. Like it actually looks slightly panicked to find out that it's laughing right now.
I would probably, so for the sake of just mechanics in the game, would you consider that to be grovel? Because that's what the normal command spell would be.
What's the effect of grovel?
The target falls prone and then ends its turn, essentially. So we can do grovel, or we can do drop.
No, I'll do. Yeah, that's fine. We'll do that, okay. And it drops back down to the ground. Yeah,
okay.
Like it loses itself in its laughter, and it like its wings like curl up around it, and it falls to the ground.
Ah. Yeah, see that? I done made a dragon laugh. tell your friends about it now. Okay, tell your friends about it now.
It's actually something.
Did I do a wisdom saving throw for the frightened now?
Yeah.
That's why you're so fucking scared.
Doesn't matter. Yeah, he's covering up that he's basically pissing himself with jokes.
I don't have advantage on it, so.
Right.
That's cool.
Yep. All right, Hephaestus.
Well, what else can you do, Bear? I'm going to move to the dragon. He's got what, 60 feet of movement?
Yep.
Okay, so I still got. You got any ranged attacks?
Oh, it's on the ground now. It's actually right next to it.
Well, then I'll just charge it again.
Okay. Well, it's prone on the ground, so it. Is it really not? Like, hold on one sec. No, it's not. Damn, it doesn't have the condition immunity of prone, so no, it is prone on the ground.
I done made it split a kidney.
So it's prone. I think it auto fails at dex, or it at least has disadvantage. And I rolled a 13 and a 2, so it fails. So roll your 2d10 plus 6. How do you want to do this?
Yo! Hell yeah.
Total health was 256. You hit it total 259. Are you muted, you fuck?
He's gonna trample him. Like he's just the bear is just like wants to rip this thing apart. And he just drops his head down and the molten shit starts coming out of him and he just runs like basically right through this wyvern.
So he runs up to it, and as he does, he as you're running through it, as it's laying there on the ground, the bear reaches down and puts its maws around the neck of the dragon and clamps down, crushing the windpipe of the dragon and biting through the neck, tearing the head off. As the bear sort of runs through it, covering in its molten lava, beginning to dissolve the body, with the hair in its with the head in its mouth, as it stands up on two hind legs and just like emanates this gigantic victorious roar, as like rips the head and neck apart with its claws. Yeah, it's dead.
Is the piece of the bastion come falling out of its corpse?
So it doesn't come. The piece of the bastion is huge, right? Comparatively, it's almost like 10 feet in diameter, basically. Hold on, let me get this music change going on so I can actually focus.
Does my bear want to eat it?
So the bear doesn't necessarily want to eat it, but as you look on it, as you look on the body of the dragon, the molten lava is sort of like it's starting to settle over the corpse of the dragon, and it begins melting it away completely, completely eating up the flesh of the the blight dragon, and all you see what's left after the molten steel sort of settles to the ground is the skeleton of the dragon is coated in the molten metal and is beginning to cool around the bones. And the piece of the bastion that was centered in the dragon's chest is now just laying there on the ground, seeping that black energy out around it. We're going to take a quick break right there, so we're going to use it so I can take a bathroom break, and we'll be right back.
I have got to go to bed. It's late. I gotta get up real early in the morning.
Okay, no worries.
Yeah, man.
So y'all have a good night.
GG's.
Hey, bro.
Yeah.
See ya.
I just want to say
I've got a battle bear.
I just want to say, written in history, that a bunny made a big, giant, nasty dragon fall out of the sky laughing. Just saying, that's gonna bring people to this village. You know, Bucky is gonna latch onto that forever. That shit's great. And you have a fucking battle bear that is dope as fuck.
I'm wondering if the molten energy that trails off heals you guys if you touch it.
Or hurts.
Well, he said you guys don't feel heat. You feel like
That's true. You're right. Yeah. Oh yeah, I bet it does heal since you're the fucking healer anyway.
Oliver's got to figure out what his damn thing does.
What do you mean?
You got to finish awakening your shard.
The fact that Bucky has no idea what his flute does is just like hilarious.
The fact that Bucky doesn't even know what the fucking flute is hilarious.
He's just walking around like,
Is
oh,
there-
my Lantha? What is this?
Is there like 3 moments of Ghost? Like, have
What do you mean?
done yours 3 times?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, yeah, you're right. I think I've only done mine twice.
Yeah, because there's
'Cause-
awakened, aware. Well, I forget what those states are for those items.
Because I have the Gravwell thing, and then I have the like where it floats around me.
Yep.
No one
And then
actually
there's-
knows like the term for the third state yet. I mean, I've said it, but I don't think you guys have like clicked on it.
Well, it's the same one as. Are you using the same one from Matt Mercer's?
No.
Okay, because he has those. He has those items that have those
Yeah,
states.
awaken to me just means the shard has consciousness,
Right.
and now this state is a different, and it's. I'll give you hints. It has something to do with giving something form or shape.
Viagra.
You're a fucking idiot.
It's the Viagra state. My uncle done used that stuff.
I know what I want to do then.
Oh shit. I just want to say thank you for not using your legendary reaction on that fucking command. That would have been.
I mean, like, because like,
that's just hilarious.
It didn't have 3; it only had 2. So like, if someone if that would have failed that, and then Franz would have turned, or Hephaestus would have, I'll banish it, and like, it fucks around and fails or 10 hits, but it rolls a 6.
Right.
That kind of thing.
Except I had banish prep too.
Okay, well, either one of you fucks. I knew both of you did, so I couldn't, like, it falling prone is better than it getting banished.
Except for the bear trampling it.
I also have banished, so.
Yeah, I think we're running hot with banishment. We've got like 6 banishments in the party.
I don't have to prepare it that much.
We could just go skipping through a town, and you get banished, and you get banished, and you get banished. Oh shit, that'd be great.
All right,
you get one.
Are we all here again? You all good?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right. So the 10-foot dragon box right now, character token, is the representation of the bastion on the ground.
Okay.
What would you all like to do?
I am still blinking in and out of the ethereal plane.
Yeah, it goes until the
Blink
spell
is
ends.
non-concentration.
You can dispel the you can dispel it anytime you want, but it would be funny if you just let it run.
No, you can't.
No, yeah, you can. Yeah, any magical effect that you created, regardless of like concentration or not, you can dispel it.
Are you sure? Because this goes like this will continue even if I get knocked unconscious. And because like I know there's
no, right. There's
just
that.
Like I can't
that's
dispel
fine,
it 'cause I'm
but
unconscious.
Right, exactly.
Okay,
that's that's the funny bit about it. But like any magical effect that you create, you can will away.
That's really funny though.
Well, gents, what do you want to do with the with this? We gotta destroy this thing.
What the hell? What is this right here? What's all? I kind of just peek out. I peek out of the room with my ears. And I look out.
Bucky, why don't you come over here with that flute of yours and play this rock a little song?
Play a rock a song.
Yup.
You done. I think you done got hit in the head too hard. You done lost your marbles.
I'm gonna tell my bear to just kind of turn its head at Bucky and glare at him.
I'm okay. All right. Calm down now. Calm down now. No.
After about a minute goes by, the bear dissolves into a molten pool, and it reforms back into the shield. Although the shield now, instead of looking like the wavy flames on the side, it looks like an open bear maw with like the head, obviously, like at the top. So you see like the eyes, and it's like the shield, and like the shard metal sits inside the maw of the bear, and it has like, and it looks like it has like, when you look inside it, you can see like a fire sort of flickering inside of it.
Well, I hope this isn't all hat and no cattle with this flute y'all been boasting about.
Fucking do it.
All right. I walk up to the bastion and I pull out my flute and I start playing a little melody.
Make a performance check.
He rolls a natural 1. Oh, good.
Bucky, as you begin playing, you play this sort of happy lullaby song that almost every person that you grew up with knows. It's very familiar. It's just light and jaunty and comforting. And as you're playing it, the vibrating of the flute sort of kicks in, and it intensifies as you sort of intenting yourself at the rock. It doesn't throw off your playing this time. You actually harmonize with it instead. And as the song sort of hits its crescendos, it adds this sort of magical bell-like reverb to all the notes that you're putting off. And those of you all who are standing around him, it's like you all are mesmerized by their playing. Almost like, you know how like when Link's playing the Ocarina of Time, like the surrounding sort of like swirls and blends together. Bucky's still in his like full majestic form as he's playing this. So like in his like is like his golden bunny form. He's playing this beautiful, beautiful song, and with all of that going on at the same time, each one of you all look on Bucky, and you're just mesmerized. These shining motes of light begin sort of appearing around Bucky, and they begin like floating around him and like floating to the ground like rainwater. That sort of precipitates out from around him, and as it's raining, and as it does, the motes of light sort of cling on to the bastion piece, and as it falls around it and kind of coats it, the black seeping fog energy that the bastion puts off, the piece of the bastion puts off, it begins receding back in on itself and back into the crystal. The drops are sort of hanging out like just above the surface of the crystal, and as it is, you see it sort of created this sort of containment field around the piece of the bastion, containing the corrupting energy that seeps off of it.
So it just like turns into a regular rock.
No, it is still very much a corrupted piece of the bastion. It just seems that your music is able to suppress the effects of the rock.
Okay. And just for shits and giggles, who? Let's see, Tolliver, Hephaestus, Franz, and Banner. Can you please make a wisdom saving throw? Banner, you're good. Franz and Tolliver. You are charmed through enthralling performance. While charmed in this way, the target idolizes you. It speaks glowingly of you to anyone who talks to you, and it hinders you from, or you hinder anyone who opposes me. Although it avoids violence unless it's already inclined to fight on your behalf. This effect ends on a target after 1 hour if it takes any damage or if you attack it. Basically, you're just like idolizing me for an hour.
Okay, very good.
Oliver and Franz, Banner, you're fine.
Yeah.
You and I are just looking at him like he's lost his damn mind.
Well, what the? That was right. That. Well, I'm happier than a dead pig in the sunshine.
Jesus. What the fuck? Franz, are you okay?
Oh my god.
He is the funniest buddy I've ever met, yeah.
Oh. Bucky, what did you do to him?
I tell you what, you saw me, right? I done made the dragon fall out the sky, bust up laughing, and I'm just real funny, okay?
Yes, that was amazing.
He's like the funniest person I've ever seen.
I love that he's giving him a compliment, but he still just doesn't raise the pitch of candor of his voice enough.
Still Tolliver.
Backhanded compliment.
No, it's not even backhanded. It's a genuine compliment, but it's like the tenor of his voice changes not at all.
Oliver being Tolliver.
Oh my god.
Well, what we gonna do about this over here? Cause we should probably get on getting back. Absence make the heart grow fonder, but I think people don't fond too much.
We can't leave this here. We need to.
Well, Bucky wants to go. We should go.
Yeah, I think he knows best.
Okay, you three can go ahead and lead the charge. I'll be right behind you after I figure out what to do with this stupid rock.
Well, so my music just kind of suppressed its evilness for a little bit.
Well, not for a little bit. The effect still has not worn off. It seems to be encased in these little motes of light that are suppressing the corruptive influence of the rock.
Well, I think you might be able to pick it up right now. I think that this flute done made it castrated.
Yeah.
Why that word?
What?
Nothing. Keep going.
I've had plenty of experience with these things, and I'm not touching it.
What is the best course of action?
Well,
No.
you got one of them. Your bow is made out of that effervescent wood, is it not?
I believe so. Yes.
Maybe your bow can disarm it or disable it permanently. See what you can do with that damn bow of yours.
Well, I usually only do one thing with this bow. I could try that.
Why are you talking like a porn star? The hell? What's wrong with you over there? I'm sorry. What's the word I'm looking for? No, why are you talking like a charlatan or something? You know what I mean?
Hey, what?
A charlatan. You never heard no charlatan?
It's not the word you're looking for either.
A charlatan?
The charlatan is not the word you need right there.
That's what I you know, a guy that comes around, you know what I mean.
Hephaestus, I believe Bucky would know what words he is using.
He a little he a little loose in the britches, you know what I mean. Why are you talking like one of them right there?
This is how I talk.
Hephaestus, you have no idea how stupid you look right now.
Oh my god!
I summoned my bear back.
Fortunately, it has a 1 week cooldown.
Fuck.
1 week.
1 week. Holy shit!
It's like I'm not leaving the house for a week.
He didn't even touch what that bear could do. Like, don't. It's not. He doesn't just have a fancy charge. Trust me.
Oh, I know. I was trying to figure it out.
I know. You can figure it out with practice or other things.
Well, don't. I mean, what you guys do with these rocks? And you said you dealt with them before. Can't you just like, I don't know, like kick it, break it? What do you do?
If I go closer to it, does my I'm just gonna hold my bow, kind of towards it.
The snakes begin writhing intensely in your hand. Like you feel like you almost feel like you're going to drop it, but you sort of shirk your grip. But the snakes are slithering in your hand pretty violently, and you hear this horrible hissing noise going off in the back of your head.
I'm gonna knock it.
Okay.
Does it react any?
Yeah, you pull back. You sort of pull it back to the ready position, and that long that long but slender, pointy shape of dark magic that emanates from your bow that usually your arrows just sort of emanates right there from bow to tip, or string to tip. Sorry.
I'm not sure if you should step back. Saying that to Hephaestus.
Oh, I'll be fine. Go ahead.
All right, I'm gonna let the arrow loose.
Roll to hit.
Rolled a 1.
I don't even know how to describe that you missed this. Like, I'm
standing on top of it.
I know. So I'm gonna say you can't miss it. So make a dex save.
I have advantage on those.
He rolls 2 1s.
Okay, so you'll take half of the damage of the explosion of a corrupted piece of the bastion. All right. I don't even. Okay. I have to think about this for a second.
Gonna outright kill. Second.
I mean, it's a large piece of the bastion. You just shattered it with a shard weapon.
Can I stick my hand up in the air and just collect all of the shards as they fly by into my ring?
Into your ring?
Yeah, my ring is a bag of holding.
Hold on, what?
I have a magic storage ring.
Where'd you get that?
That's the ring that we made.
Okay. Sure.
I sent it to you.
No, I know. I didn't familiarize myself with it too much. I I
just
saw it. I
it's-
looked at it and I was like, well, I told you how expensive they would be. So like, you all paid the cost
paid
for
it.
it. Yeah.
I mean, it's a rare thing. Nothing crazy. The bag of
Yeah,
holding.
it's a bag of holdings. Bag of holdings are rare.
It's uncommon
item.
or
It's
something.
uncommon.
Actually, yeah.
Yeah.
We just took it and made it into a ring.
Okay.
Like I'm standing there like Captain Planet. My vacuum ring.
All right, you take 25 points of force damage as you're knocked back from the explosion of this shard crystal, or not shard, sorry, piece of the bastion. And it sort of so like usually when you all break or destroy a piece of the bastion, it shatters into a bunch of inert pieces. When this shatters and breaks apart, whatever Bucky did is still coalescing around the individual pieces of the bastion, and you see that they do not go inert as they fly into Hephaestus's ring. So you have a bunch of different pieces of the bastion stored within your ring that are suspended, essentially.
I have a magic forge that this will be perfect for.
Well, that's more than you can shake a stick at. That was pretty neat right there. That little nifty, mister. Where'd you get that ring?
It's a gift from a friend.
Mm-hmm. It's a good friend you got there. Hey, so I done figured out the secret room over here if y'all want to take a look at it. But other than that, we can probably go ahead and get up out of here because this cave was tougher than a 2-copper steak, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, but let's check that room out first.
Yeah, I can tell you all about it. Bucky done figured it all out. I figured
bet
out.
he did.
Yeah, I sure did. I figured out the whole thing. You wouldn't believe it.
All right, so
I was in there.
I mean, the way you brought that dragon down.
I know,
you
right?
Like opening and closing the doors.
Was there any doubt?
Nah.
Bucky
Yes,
Gavril.
yes, there was.
You all can
I'm
put
Bucky
yourself
Gavril.
here.
What's your problem with Festus?
He's Bucky Gavron.
Gavril.
Why you all over there?
Gavro8. Get it right. About as sharp as a blunt screwdriver. Tell you what.
That was. Sorry, Bucky, that one wasn't very good.
I had a rough.
Listen.
I've had plenty of
Billy.
sharp screwdrivers. You guys.
Listen, Billy
What's a
Grayson. Let's go.
So
I
dumb.
was trying to pull one out of my ass on that
I know
one.
you
Yeah.
were. I know.
He's looking through his notes. I don't have one for this.
Abort.
Abort.
So as you all make your way into this chamber, I've already described it before. What would you all like to do?
So what I done did is I took this flute that you was all talking about, all crazy like, and I put it on this statue over here that looked like a hummingbird. I don't know why the hummingbird has any kind of relevance, but that's besides the point. Anyhow, I put my flute down, and then all of a sudden the doors just closed, and then I picked it back up, and the doors is open.
Okay.
Do any of the statues look like an owl?
You do.
There's
Is
one.
there bear?
Here it is.
Alright, yeah, I think they're connected to our shards.
I'm gonna go over to the bear statue and I'm gonna place my shield on the bear.
Okay. When you do, the bear sort of it looks like it's like sitting down, like almost like sitting like quote unquote like a human would. You see, like when the shield comes up, like it stands up all the way at its rightful height, and you see it takes on the visage of the magma bear that you just previously saw outside in the other chamber. The door's shut.
Door's shut.
The door's shut.
Told you. That's how it worked.
Never doubted you.
Assuming there's a dragon one.
You actually do not see a dragon one.
Hmm.
What's in the center? What's the center? What's this right here? Is that Mojo Jojo? What is that?
So, when you look on it and you all look at the mural, sorry, let me be more specific, Franz. There's not a dragon statue. When you sort of look at it, Bucky, make a religion check.
Religion? I don't know nothing about no religion. +4, I know some, but roll like dog water.
Okay, you have no idea. Although it looks like it's very important, and he looks very fancy. A nice hat.
Looks very important, very fancy, and a nice hat.
Would Hephaestus recognize this at all?
Make a religion check.
I think you got it. Bardic Inspiration.
Fuck me.
Roll a d10. See what you get. Okay, actually brings it up enough. So the visage that you see on the ground in front of you is a it is a god that is talked about and worshipped mainly in the deep forests on the Elven continent. This is a depiction of the god Lin Wu. And Lin Wu is actually the newest god in terms of chronological order. He is the quote-unquote newest god to ascend to godhood. He once was a mortal who ascended to godhood. And he is known as the god of the sacred beasts.
I'm assuming Hephaestus. Are you saying, like, are you repeating that? Hephaestus?
Yeah, I'm obviously telling everybody that.
I'm sorry, not what? Lin who?
Lin Wu.
Well, that don't sound like a thing.
I would recommend. Most of us know what our shards are attuned to, or what their personalities are. Maybe we should all see if there is a statue that closely, I don't know, matches their personality, and do what I did. Place your shard within that statue.
For correction, you did what I did.
That's true.
Yeah, Hephaestus, you really need to stop this.
It's a little embarrassing. Like, we're all right here. We saw everything that happened. You try to, like, say it was your idea.
I can't tell you how much I love this.
This is for an hour, by the way. Just like
specifically the two people who have to back him is what's like hilarious to me.
Regardless of who had the great idea, Bucky, congratulations.
It was Bucky.
Congratulations, Bucky, on figuring out that if you put the fucking flute on the pedestal with the hummingbird, that you could trap yourself in this room away from the danger.
Oh, now you're just trying to make it sound like it's not really cool.
But anyway, can we skip the pleasantries and just see what happens when we put all of the shards?
And I'm gonna walk over to the owl and put Rune down on the pedestal.
Man, he about as windy as a sack full of farts. You know what I mean?
I cannot with Dano. Dude's screaming.
I'm home alone. I can do it.
I know.
So when you
I'm dead over here.
When you put Rune on the pedestal, You see its wings sort of unfurl and then nestle back in, and its head just is sort of shifting back and forth in that large, quizzitive look.
Do you know what this is?
It looks like an owl.
I'm asking Rune.
Rune doesn't respond to you when it's sitting on the pedestal. You actually, now that you think about it, you don't feel like Rune's. There's always like a little bit of a presence in the back of your mind, and Rune's not there now when you reach out to it.
Huh. I'm gonna pick up Rune.
You feel a connection return.
And I'm gonna say, what just happened? Do you know?
You set me down.
And I didn't feel like your connection in my head anymore.
Didn't feel you either.
Did anything happen while you were on the pedestal to you?
I could see you.
Like normally?
My perspective changed, but I could see you.
From where?
It's like I was looking at your face from above.
From
the statue is noticeably
owl.
taller than you are. Yeah.
Okay. Do you know what this room is?
Nope, never been here before. That I can remember. So as you're so Rune's statue is one in the back as you're here. Yeah, you can now and also you guys can see it now that you're in the room and sort of looking around. This mural back here is a depiction. So over here on the left, you see what looks like the visage of a very normal man. Some fancy artistry separates the space between here and here. On this far hand side, you see the man, but you see the visage of many beasts or animals. You see like the wings of a phoenix are like wrapped or like extending out from him. The beautiful coloring of the hummingbird sort of makes up the entire collage here. It's not just normal palette colors. It's like all these twisting, beautiful colors. You see what looks like a snake wrapped around one of his arms, leading all the way down the length of his arm. You see an owl perched on a tree branch behind him. He's riding on top of a bear with a wolf walking right beside him. Hanging from the branch that the owl is sitting on by one arm, you see a very large gorilla. And then off in the background, sort of walking in the distance, sort of like as like horizon line effects in art, you see a giant walking decorated elephant. And then off in the sky, just behind you, see what looks like a twisting shape of a dragon.
That the guy, the man,
here.
all that was depicted
on the right hand side over here. So like left hand side is the normal man, just like normal background, nothing fancy. Right side is what I just depicted, and this here is the man, but the background around him is just like cloud and blue sky, and he's like sitting on top of he's like standing on top of the clouds, and he's like wreathed in this golden aura.
Well, this guy, you said he was wearing like he almost had like a uniform on or something.
He's not actually depicted wearing any clothing in any of the murals.
Oh, okay.
You honestly, the only reason why you can tell it's a man is just because he's stylistically drawn as a male figure.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Do I see anything
his junk's flopping in the wind.
There is no depiction of junk.
Do I see anything that looks like snake or snakes?
Yeah, there's a snake wreathed on the man's arm.
I mean, like as a statue or.
Oh no! As you look around, you don't see a statue. However, being in the entrance, when you look down and you see two twisting snakes at your feet, it's this.
Yeah.
This thing here.
I'm gonna come up to this thing here in the middle and just take a look around.
I'm gonna just hold my bow across my arms and just try and say in my head to it, should I place you down here, and see if it responds to me at all.
You get no response.
Does it react at all, like when it gets close to that?
You actually haven't ever gotten a reaction, aside from its like squirming in your hand when you like got near the shard. That's the first time it ever gave you any real reaction, other than you being able to like summon it back and forth and so on. You know.
Okay. So
but as you're standing here, it doesn't like. Yeah, it doesn't really give you anything.
I'm gonna place it down anyways.
When you place it down on the ground, the twisting lines of the snake begin writhing in place on the ground. Like the mural does, the inlaid gold mural does.
Does the door close?
The door's been closed.
Oh, okay. So it just stayed closed after they picked their thing back up.
No one.
I never picked up.
Yeah, they never picked it back
Oh,
up.
okay.
I never picked my shield up, so.
Well, it looked like this thing back here looked like there's a guy who's kind of normal, and then over here he looking all fancy. So that tells me, because I'm a storyteller, I tell stories, right? This thing back here trying to tell us a story of a man who goes through a journey and becomes something else. That's my theory. As I live and breathe, I'm pretty sure I'm right. What you think, Tolliver?
That's a pretty good theory.
Yeah, that is a great theory.
What's with you guys?
They just seeing the ways of the Bucky. That's all.
Ask him to do something ridiculous.
Well, I'm not gonna ask him to do something ridiculous now. That's just ridiculous.
Why would you do that? He's great.
Well, no, because he seems pretty stupid, if you ask me.
Yeah, Bucky is the greatest person who has ever
Bucky
lived.
seems pretty stupid.
Yeah, I did.
What the fuck's up, dude?
Are you looking for a fight, Banner? Because this is how you get in fights.
I don't want to resort to violence.
Well, I am going. I am going to walk up to Tolliver and fucking Franz, and I'm slapping them both across the face.
Yeah, you get a roll to hit on that one.
We'll walk up to Franz and poke him in his chest. You want to fight?
So technically, you guys would avoid violence unless it was already inclined to, like, fight on my behalf. So,
right. So go ahead and roll that slap.
Am I rolling?
A
I'm just gonna
D20
roll it.
plus your strength.
I won't even make us have
So.
D20 plus my strength. I'll just
Great.
7. 3.
Like you go to
3.
swing, you go to swing at him, and he just like moves his head slightly back, and you're not tall enough to reach his face.
Do I hit him at all?
No, not even a bit.
I just completely. I don't run. I don't bump into him. I don't do nothing.
Nothing. You suck.
What are you
Rolled
doing?
Rolled a 1.
Kick him in his shins.
You don't. He just moves his leg out of the way.
It's all right. It's okay, there, Tolliver. Just don't look down on him for. Oh, wait a minute. Sorry. Nope, can't help it. Anyway,
Looking at
You're
Banner
right, you
going,
can't
when we get
help
back, I'm having rabbit stew for dinner.
He's a pretty short guy. I mean, Festus, are you short among dwarves too?
Yes.
Nerd.
what if we all just stand on these statues that if I just stand instead of putting the shard, my flute down, you call it a shard, right? If I just stand on the statue on the pedestal, I wonder if that has any different. I'm gonna go do it. I'm just gonna go stand on the pedestal.
That is a brilliant
But
idea.
you're not putting your flute down.
I'm not putting that flute down, just standing on the pedestal with my flute on my
You
hip.
stand on the pedestal. A little bit of time goes by, nothing happens.
Well, that was a damn waste of time. Well, I don't know what to do here.
Don't discourage yourself like that.
I appreciate you.
That's a question that needed to be answered. Maybe we should all put our shards down at the same time, if that's okay with you, Bucky.
I think that's a swell idea. Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go stand next to the owl, and I will put my shard on the pedestal once everyone else does.
Okay.
I don't know which one's the owl.
So it's weird. So here's the funny part. Bucky stands on his and it doesn't work, but Ayan and Ghost stands on the one with the gorilla, and it works.
What? Well, Ayan's armor's fucking weird.
Right.
A little bit different.
I think it's just
I
funny.
stand on the snakes and summon my bow back to my hand. See if anything happens. Or it doesn't happen.
The mural on the ground stops moving.
Okay.
Franz,
But theirs are like reacting while they're holding there.
No, they've set theirs down.
It's just Ayan.
Yeah, I mean, Ayan's is his armor, so like he just sets
Right.
on his pedestal.
Okay. I'll put the bow back down.
I put the flute down.
Okay, all of your statues begin interacting, and so does your mural. Franz, as you're kind of looking about the room trying to find where the dragon is, you see that the dragon's actually sort of twisting in two different depictions here, on the outside of the
Okay.
mural of Lin Wu.
Yeah, I'll place it down there.
Okay. You start moving.
Where's the mockingbird? Is it over here? Or
Yeah, you can just pick. Yeah, you can just pick a statue. Banner, like there's a phoenix, as well.
Yep, we're good.
All right. So you get all your shards down. Other than your statues and murals reacting to the presence of your shards, nothing else happens.
What was written on the wall?
There's an empty statue of a wolf, and there's another statue of an elephant, and those two are currently unoccupied.
Well, maybe we to get those somehow come back here.
Well,
I mean, we know who the wolf is bonded with.
Who that?
Fenrir or Ulf, depending on the day. An old friend of ours. It won't be easy to get his shard here.
It will be after I kill him.
But yeah, I mean, good luck. Dude's humongous. Like, out of all of us, I feel like only maybe Bucky could take him.
I mean, I'm pretty shifty.
I look at Tolliver and I go, think about what you just said. Think really fucking hard. You just said that the Bard is gonna take down the fucking werewolf.
I mean,
Yeah, Bucky is the strongest out of all of us.
He just took down the dragon.
Oh God, help me! I'm getting my shield. I'm taking it off and I'm leaving.
Where are you going?
Going
The
to
door
stand by
doesn't
the door.
open when you take your.
I'm going to go
So-
stand by the door and wait patiently for the door to open.
Hey,
Like a
come
mystery
back.
here we're trying to solve.
Hey, come back here. Don't have a short temper.
It took a minute, but I see.
I just wait for Franz so I can actually laugh.
Well, I feel like we not really figuring nothing out. So what if we just get on back to town and get some of that good food? Cause I'm hungry. You know, right? We eat a lot. I need a lot of food.
Yeah, if Bucky is hungry, we must go.
Yeah, going back seems like the right idea.
Okay. So you're all retrieving your shards.
Oh shit.
And you all the door opens. Now as you all collect your shards and you begin leaving, you hear a shifting noise in all of the and you look around and you see all of the statues and some of the murals begin changing. Where there was once a bear, you now see a leopard. Where there was once an owl, you now see a bat. Where there was a wolf, you see a dart frog. Where there was a gorilla, you see the twisting form of a kraken. The serpent mural on the ground now turns into what looks like a gross depiction of an earthworm with an open maw with a bunch of razor-like teeth depiction in the center of it. The dragon at your feet, Franz, turns from the familiar visage of Ibisu to a darker, more menacing-looking dragon visage. And where there was once a phoenix, you see a spider. And where the hummingbird was, you see an anglerfish.
Do I recognize the spider?
I'll give this one to you. Yeah, you do. You remember Malith had a shard, and it was represented as a spider.
Yep, that's not good. How about the mural? Has it
Happened
changed?
to her shard.
You all collected her shard. I believe it's in Aen's bag of holding.
Yeah.
So we might have to acquire some more. Bring them back here.
But why they all shift like that though?
Good question.
This is the war you have found yourself in, sir.
I just want to tell jokes.
Yeah. Well, unfortunately for you.
Bucky, I think it's going to be those jokes that save the world.
Oh,
I
God.
think you're right though.
Has the door opened yet?
It has.
I'm leaving.
As you all leave the room and you begin leaving the cavern, just as you all leave the cavern, the effect wears off from Bucky. You all go back to
The effect wears off?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm casting Wall of Force and a sphere around him immediately. There's no save. You're enclosed in a barrier. And I'm going to walk up to the edge of it and I'm going to look at you. And I'm going to say, if you ever muddle my mind with magic again without asking my permission, this is not going to be a cage that goes away.
What you talking about?
And then I'm going to snap my fingers and the Wall of Force is going to disappear.
What you talking about?
You know exactly what I'm talking about.
I don't know. I don't know what you talking about.
I'm casting Polymorph on him.
Polymorph?
Yeah. I'm turning into a frog. And I'm you're going to roll a 6.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Never mind.
So, I'm going to pick you up as a frog. And you can still understand me. But you can't speak because you're a frog. And I'm gonna like hold you. I'm gonna hold you tight. I'm not really gonna like squeeze you yet, but I'm gonna like hold you really tight. I'm gonna
You gotta
look at
catch
you
me
and I'm
first,
gonna say,
motherfucker.
No, you're.
I'm a frog.
So dumb.
All right.
Do I have no agency as a frog? Like I can't
mean,
cast spells or nothing.
No, you are a
You're
frog.
polymorph.
You're a frog.
Picture that. A dancing frog from Looney Tunes.
Oh, that's deep.
With the bow, with the top hat and the cane.
Hello, my honey. Hello, my baby. Hello, my ragtown girl.
Yeah, the frog is just dancing in your hand. No, I'm kidding. Like,
Say,
just,
don't play dumb with me, Bucky. I know what you did. You know what you did. And if you ever do it to me again, you are going to remain a frog for a long time. Every day, I will turn you into a frog. Over and over. There's a way to make it permanent too. Does anyone have a bag?
Brrrr.
I do have a bag.
You got a bag?
It's not a bag of holding. It's not
Yeah,
a bag.
give
My
me
bag.
your regular bag.
Yep.
I'm
I'll
gonna
just
put
open.
Frog
open
Bucky
my
into the
bag.
bag,
Okay.
and I'm going to take the bag and remain concentrating on the spell. All right, let's go back to the city.
We have to make a stop on the way back, but yes.
Okay. How long does polymorph last?
An hour.
Okay. An hour for an hour. So as you're all traveling back, an hour goes by and the spell ends.
I'm just holding it in my hand. I'm giving him agency to just burst back into himself.
You just like reappear right beside him.
Inside
Now-
the bag.
Now, what in the hell? You're gonna have to have a jerk knot in your tail now, turning me into a damn frog. Now, what the hell is that all about now? The hell you going on about talking
You're paying
about
me for
all
what
that?
you did to me back in that cave.
I didn't do nothing to you.
Uh-huh.
What you talking about?
It wasn't weird to you
What?
that I was very, very nice to you for an hour.
Make an insight check.
Who, me?
No, it's Oliver.
Oh.
Okay. All right. So this is a mechanic I'm going to ask you about. Is that a thing that Bucky is even aware that he's doing, or is it something that just like naturally happens?
So the way I wrote, so the way that my backstory went, technically according to Raw, right? It says I can choose 4 creatures that watch and but the way I wrote it is that he has no idea this is happening to him. Like whenever he performs in certain instances where like the tensions are high, whatever the case is, this just like pops off.
So with that insight check, Tolliver, you understand that like Bucky, it's like a natural thing that occurs with him, and he doesn't even realize that he legitimately thinks that he just was putting on such a good show that you just like loved it, and loved him for it.
You're just a dipshit.
What?
There's
What?
there's no way.
Well, that was just mean.
So you don't even realize
Realize what? That I'm funny? Yeah, I know I'm funny.
you're putting a spell on people. Literally.
I'm not putting. Okay, look, I know when I'm putting a spell on somebody. Like
I know when I have a spell put on me, and I did in the
I
cave
can-
from you.
I can like I can turn people into a frog too. Okay. I could do all those things too. But I didn't do no spell. I just told a really funny joke.
It influences people magically.
I told you my jokes are real funny.
No, like it's magical.
You gotta
Well,
find
okay.
a better way to word it.
Yeah. Okay. I've known y'all now for what? Going on now what?
3 days.
3 whole days? Well, that's not even a whole month of Sundays. Okay.
What?
Now, I tell you. Now, since I met you, you done told me that my flute is magical. That I'm doing magical things. I've been living my whole life doing just fine, doing just dandy, just hanging out with Seth Ron, telling jokes. And I joined y'all. Now all of a sudden, I'm magical, doing magical thing. I'm fighting. I never even see. Oh, I did see that one dragon that one time, but you know what? That was a whole different story. And now we're over here fighting dragons and this other thing with Lin Wu Hoodoo. I don't even know his name.
Oh, as he mentions that, and he sort of like points, like oh wait, well you guys had already left, but anyway, I forgot to mention the visage of Lin Wu also changed to something different, to a meaner looking visage of Lin Wu.
Yeah, that statue back there. Now I'm starting to think it ain't me. All right, I'm starting to think it's y'all.
Okay. Where were you before you met us?
Like I said, I was on the road. I was traveling around. I went to a couple of towns.
Give me specifics. I want specifics.
I went to one town and well, I tell you what, darndest things, it was underwater. completely and underwater.
Yeah, we've been there.
You haven't.
Well, all right.
And then I went to another town and it seemed all right. It seemed kind of weird though, like there was something going on in the graveyard. I didn't stick around for too long, kind of creeped me out, so I left that place. I met this guy on the road. He sold me this cool little trinket right here. This trinket right here. This is where I got this trinket, and I pull out like this little jewelry box that has like a couple things in it. He real nice fella. He has a donkey. It was real nice.
His name's Tam.
Tam? Yeah, that's right, Tam. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then I saw this other big fella. Yeah, he was just walking around. He had like a plate on my eye. He looked like he was mean business. Yeah. He told me to come this way. That's how I got here. I think his name was like what? I think it was like something like Bearcart or something like that.
Bearheart.
Yeah. Bearheart? Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Bearheart.
Yeah, well, I saw him on the road. Yeah, he told me to come to the town. That there was people here that was hanging out. That's how I knew how to get here.
Bucky, I know maybe you might want to be like a simple little joke-telling rabbit idiot, but you've been walking around with a shard, and all these towns you've been to, we've been to, and all these people you've been meeting, they're our people.
You keep telling me all that thing about that shard, but I tell you, I asked the flute, and it did nothing to me. I mean, I played it and did that one thing with the rocks.
Do you think what you did to the Bastion out there is normal?
Well,
anyone with a flute could do that.
Probably not. You probably right about that. That did my pickle just a little bit though.
Tell me, Bucky, I'm not saying you're not funny.
Oh, I know I'm not. I know I'm not funny.
What you're doing involves magic. You are influencing people magic, and I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I just think you need to be aware of it.
Well, I'll make sure.
Never do it to me.
I'll make sure that I'll make sure I be more aware of what's going on. Now, was Bearheart like one of them paladin thingies that I heard about?
He is. Not was. Still is, as far as I know.
Oh. How do you know you have a paladin hanging around?
How do we know?
Yeah. Now, how would you know a paladin's hanging around like in your party, in your group of friends?
What do you mean?
He usually walks around naked half the time.
I'm just saying.
Paladin. Well, the thing about paladins is they'll tell you they're paladins.
That's the joke. That's the joke. How do you know a paladin's with you? Because trust me, you know. that right there.
You see, they'll tell you.
I told you it was funny.
Bearheart for like 2 minutes, and he was like, "Do you guys know I'm a paladin?" And then he like told us all about his god.
Yeah, he had to uphold the light, you know.
Huh?
Ooh, that's a joke about how many paladins does it take to change the light bulb. But never mind. Anyways, we gonna get going now. Well, thank you for that. I'm sorry that who else was under my funny effect?
Everyone was acting normal except for me, as far as I could tell.
If I had to guess, Franz would have been affected by you as well.
We almost came to blows over it.
No, he was just very funny.
Well, I'm terribly sorry.
Franz was being totally normal.
Well, I'll terribly sorry that that I got carried away and I let some of my magical joke telling get out of hand and all that. You got all confuzzled, but I'll make sure I try to keep it under wraps. I don't know what causes it, but I'll make sure I try to keep it under wraps.
All right, I'll try to not turn you into a frog.
Likewise.
Can I have my bag back?
It's torn open.
Ha!
He became a person again.
I'm gonna pick the contents of the bag up and put it in my ring, I guess.
What was in the bag? I thought it was empty.
So
diamond.
As you all leave the cavern system and you get back to the surface, the miasma is no longer on the ground. However, it is barren land. like
Bitch.
where the pool was, like the pond, it's completely barren. All the trees that were dying and decayed have basically fallen over as well. There's not a hint of grass or greenery for your perceivable surroundings. Like everywhere you look, it's just sort of barren and dead land, barren and dead forest land. And it is also nighttime, as it was day when you all went in. As you look down, there aren't too many clouds in the sky tonight. The moon is almost full, but not quite. So it's sort of like moonlit here, and it sort of alights this barren forest land. And as you all get to the surface and begin heading back, that is where we will end and pick up next week.
Fun fight.
Turn me into a frog.
Was worried about Franz for a little bit.
Yeah. Me too.
It's another full health Tolliver fight.
Yeah.
It's just I can't pin you down. I was going for you. Like if I would have made it another round, the dragon was going for you.
Yeah, yeah, Blink's good.
Yeah, no, Blink's great.
I've also got a mirror image, but I was never getting attacked, so I never threw it up.
Did you throw any? I mean, did you do anything other than cast Blink?
Yeah, I synacted static, and I gave him the minus D6 to all his attacks.
That's right. Okay.
And I tried to slow, but I forced a legendary save. And I was just going to force another one the next turn, and then Franz could use his hold monster.
That's right.
I am just utility.
Yeah, all those same spells I have too, which is funny. But I'm too busy. I'm too busy frightened in the room.
No, don't even worry about it. I said don't even worry about trying to hit me. Ever.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's hard.
I've got Blink, Mirror Image, Shield, Absorb Elements, Mage Armor.
Yeah.
And I have the contingencies, so when I get below a third of my health, my thing will pop.
Yeah, wizards at a certain point become incredibly difficult to deal with.
My contingency. I'll just get my Dimension Door to get out of there, or my Autoluke's Resilient Sphere to go in bond mode.
Just go Super Saiyan.
If Bucky hadn't fucking dropped the dragon, I was gonna try to jump and because he was only 20 feet in the air, I was gonna try to launch my war bear at him and tackle him out of the air, see what would have happened.
Aang was very focused on jumping on the back of it and summoning his instant fortress.
He was dead set on it.
He talked about it in our little chat a few times. He's like, "All right, I'm gonna jump. I'm gonna do it." And then the dude died.
And if he died, it would be worth it.
Just to drop the fortress on the dragon.
That wasn't so that dragon was only a CR 17.
It didn't feel super crazy.
Yeah, it wasn't.
I thought that fight was going to go a lot longer.
Nah,
I only got 2 turns at it.
I think.
Well, 3, I guess, technically.
I don't know. He had like some moves that were very scary. Like imagine if 4 of us got frightened or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or he actually Franz had 5 health. Like he was so close to one-shotting Franz in that turn. So.
Yeah, I didn't want to. So like, I'm not. It would have felt weird to me. Like there's a reason why that dragon was there. For it to be like a fight like that, where it's like we go 3, 4, 5 hours, and you all almost die, like take you to the brink of death or kill a couple of you.
More, like impactful.
Right, there's got to be story for fights like that. I'm not just gonna have you walk down into a cavern and fight a worm, like a WYRM worm. Like that's not right. I just wanted there's a guardian or something, maybe not necessarily a guardian, a deterrent, whatever. That's all it was. It wasn't meant to be you guys being put to the, everybody being brought to the...
No, yeah. I figured as much.
All right, y'all. GG.
I wish we had gotten